What is more American than a Ruger American Rimfire rifle? Let's take a look at one.
This channel fully endorses the safe operation of firearms and that firearms must be handled responsibly at all times. Any firearm used for this presentation has been checked and rechecked to ensure safe manipulation of the firearm during any video production. Let me yak at you a bit while I finish up this drive to my favorite outdoor range. The first day at the indoor range with the Ruger American Rimfire 22LR was basically to check function and initial sighting in with the open sights. While function was acceptable, both elevation and windage had to be adjusted for the 25 yards that I was shooting at, which was an easy task for elevation, as it only took a small screwdriver to adjust. Windage, however, took a slight tap to the right, and things were fine after that. A scope was mounted after I returned home from the indoor range, and the Ruger American Rimfire 22LR now sports a Nikon ProStaff Rimfire 2 4-12 by 40 scope. That, incidentally, is no longer available by Nikon, as they have discontinued their line of rifle scopes. The scope base and rings were ordered from Ruger and fit perfectly, as does the scope. I needed to take it to my favorite outdoor range to really see what it and me were capable of. I bore sighted at 25 yards, then moved to 50 yards, where zero was readjusted to get me on paper where I wanted to be. Then it was time to move to 100 yards and try, at least, to get on paper. The Ruger American Rimfire 22LR has been to the outdoor range several times, but today I am going to take you along. At 100 yards, I started with 8 times magnification, just to see more how I could do with the scope. Electronic scoring is a wonderful thing. Results display just after you take the shot. While the results may not be gratifying, at least they are almost instantaneous. So, let me talk about the rifle as you view the shooting and my adjustments to bring the shots as close to zero as I can attain. The bolt operates smoothly, but with a slight hint of drag, and it is not going to be the quietest bolt to operate in the forest. In fact, it is quite noisy. The bolt sounds somewhat like a plastic zipper as it is moved throughout its range of motion. The noise seems to be caused by machining marks within the bolt housing itself. The two-stage trigger is excellent for the intent of the rifle, hunting, plinking, target shooting, but lacks the preciseness of a good competition trigger. For the first stage, press the trigger release until you feel a wall, and then press about 3.5 pounds more for the second stage of the trigger to send the bullet downrange. The break is as crisp as any 1911 trigger, and no overtravel was detected. Raising the bolt handle cocks the rifle. For this reason, Ruger recommends that the safety be placed in the safe position before chambering a cartridge or after chambering a cartridge that will not be immediately fired. The rotary magazine can be a bit tricky to install, whether it be a 10-round, 15-round, or 25-round unit. Like the 10-22, the magazine catch and release lever must be pushed forward. With a 10-22, however, I found the magazine to install more smoothly than with the Ruger American Rimfire 22LR, as inserting a magazine into the 10-22 simply takes a gentle push to lock the magazine into place, whereas with the Ruger American Bolt Action 22, the magazine lock and release lever had to be pushed forward, and then the front lip of the magazine needed to be inserted first. Once this was performed, the magazine slid into place easily. The Ruger American Bolt Action 22 is a sporting rifle after all, and fast reloads are not a priority. The trigger, being new, was stiff, and I longed for a bit better trigger, but the Ruger American 22LR being what it is, I learned to work with the trigger, although I felt it worked against me at times. At 8 times the magnification, I was not doing so bad, but a couple of high hits told me to up the ante, and the scope's magnification was set at 12 power. That gave me a better picture of that little red circle in the middle of the black. The Ruger American was starting to show its colors, and the remaining shots were all in the black, with a couple of center hits. For me, and overall, it was not a bad range day. On a final note, the Ruger American Rimfire 22LR did well with the Gia 40 grain Interceptor hollow point ammunition, but surprisingly to me, CCI 40 grain copper plated round nose ammunition did not seem to be as accurate.
I'm impressed nobody's shot one off the rifle. The focus, because I, gun one, I found myself, it's good.